What's up, you guys? It's DMB Universe. This is going to be another reaction to MLP, and let's just say this. The previous episode was very divisive, to say the least. You can have either one way or the other how you feel about it. I personally have some problems with it, but it's not like it's like the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. It's just that it just made me think a little too much that I needed for a show like this, where it just kind of just either have a laid back kind of good episode kind of feel. So that's pretty much it. So to say, when it comes to this episode, I want it to expand and go up from that. So that's pretty much all I gotta really say. So let's just get started. I have no idea what the title is because like how usually this goes out, and yeah, I need to make these intros less awkward sometimes. 3, 2, 1 now. I think I'm just losing my edge. If I ever had an edge to begin with.
She's been in there a long time.
She's dead. Oh God. You're scaring the baby.
The terrifying trunk escape is too much for her? What if the great and powerful Trixie can't?
Impossible.
Escape? But if you're there, who's in here? Why, our volunteer, of course.
Oh.
For surprise! You should ought to tell a pony before you go a-poofing them around the stage!
You know, that's good. That's good. That shows another level of realism, that it's not just somebody, like, in the crowd. It's someone completely random from somewhere else. Hey, where are you going?
I loved it. I am so glad we decided to come.
Having two princesses show up to your show is really good.
The terrifying trunk escape does require a great and powerful assistant.
And she is great and powerful.
Work together. It's like you've known each other as long as Twilight and I have.
Which is odd, and I like it.
Pretty fun. Of course it was. There's nothing better than a bond with another pony. You can share all kinds of things. Sunshine, sunshine.
Oh man.
Ladybugs awake. Clap your hands and do a little shake.
Alright, first,
we'll
happy
stick
that
to
came
stage
back.
magic
Second,
for now.
happy with their reaction to
great
that.
powerful Trixie
It's
doesn't
so in
show.
their character. Hey, if this is a Trixie / Starlight episode, I'll be fine with that. Somebody told me in one of my live streams that a certain Sun Pony is going to do something that I would have been excited to see it just happen. Hopefully she succeeds in it. But yeah, that's really what I gotta say. Oh man, I just really hope it is that type of episode. I love Trixie and Starlight. They're in the top 3 favorite ponies here, so I'm excited for this one. And yes, that was a really good showing.
As much as I love my one pony show, it's always nice to come to Ponyville and perform with my great and powerful assistant. This is right. We do work well together.
Yes, you're
Doing
best
the show
friends
with
for a
you
reason.
is almost as much fun as counseling students at Twilight School, which I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Wow.
See you later.
Excuse me, Miss Powerful.
Oh, there you are. Okay, good.
Usually ponies just call me Trixie, but Ms. Powerful has a nice ring.
Yeah, it does
From
actually.
here to Saddle Arabia, I have seen nothing that compares with your wondrous show. Would you consider
I like
blessing
the
my
act.
homeland?
I love the differences between
was
Saudi Arabian
just
ponies
about
and the
to
ponies
set
down
out on
here.
tour. But Saddle Arabia is much farther than my usual route.
Jeez.
And my caravan might not be suited for an extended tour.
Doesn't even like
Mine
you.
is new and quite spacious.
Jesus.
If it would help persuade you, I would happily trade it for yours.
Trade it? Heavens no!
This is my home.
This is more than just some great and powerful wagon you see before you. It is shelter. It is transportation.
All right.
It is my only friend on the long and lonely nights on the road.
Very well. Then I must see as many of your performances as I can. If I cannot convince you to bring your tour to Saddle Arabia, I must be prepared to relate its
There we go.
magnificence
All right.
to your many fans there.
Many fans.
Again, it just makes me wonder why other ponies can't do it, and
Well,
even Trixie can do it. I mean,
suppose
come on.
I could consider the trip.
Wonderful! I look forward to seeing you on the road. And if you change your mind about the caravans, my offer remains open.
It's always good to
Just
upgrade.
So far away. Of course, I love visiting new and exciting places. I am a traveling magician, after all.
Sounds like your mind's made up.
Not quite. The road is a lonely place, and this trip even more so.
It would be great if someone could join.
My great and powerful assistant to come along.
But she currently has responsibilities here.
Of course. You're not just
As much as I would
my
love it
assistant
to
and
see
my
it happen,
counselor,
trust me.
You're also my friend. And what's better than a road trip with friends?
Nothing. This will be the best magical road trip ever.
Yeah, ask for time off. Alright.
I should probably get some pony to cover my student counseling duties while we're gone.
Get Spike to do it. I'm pretty sure he can handle it. I'm happy that you're able to do it. I was hoping this episode not to be like a
caravan for two, all
find a
set.
way to not do
Oh,
it
you brought luggage.
or something.
I mean, of course you brought luggage.
I mean, it's a long
Then
trip.
I did everything two ponies need for the road trip of their lives. 3 1,000-piece puzzles, 1 copy of Dragon Pit, the best board game in the history of ponies, my famous collection of campfire spices,
All right.
and an inflatable raft.
Why is the
Did I
raft?
forget something? I can pop back to the castle and grab it.
Oh no, it isn't that.
Yeah, maybe we don't need the raft.
Yeah, the raft is why.
We just needed a little great and powerful reorganization. Now everything fits just fine.
Oh.
Oh, who am I kidding? My wagon is too small for us. I understand if you're having second thoughts.
Second thoughts? Are you kidding? This wagon isn't small, it's cozy.
There you
and there's
go.
no such thing as too cozy.
Well, all right then. I guess it's
I love the chemistry between these two. They work off each other really well. And oh my god.
Okay, maybe there is such a thing as too cozy.
There you go. It's just they just work well with each other, and I just love it. This is so far a great episode. I like it. Big improvement.
And you're not backing out. The two of us sleeping in that cozy caravan could get tricky.
Trixie, there's plenty of high-quality inns to stay at on the way. Don't worry about it.
This is a legitimate road
Not
trip.
backing out of the greatest and most powerful road trip bonding experience two ponies could ever have.
Well, when you put it like that, I'm actually kind of excited. Me too.
Thank goodness we're not like Twilight or the others. They'd probably sing a song about it.
Here we. If you start singing now, not only are you hypocrites.
We're off
There you go.
on the road to friendship.
All right.
Ride might be tiny and small.
I will say it has been a while since we actually heard a song.
Road trips
So.
are a great way we've been told to get along.
I'm glad we're sticking to it. We've already got a song.
We're off on the road to friendship.
Oh, that's really.
Side by side, just like keys in a pod. Our bond of friendship is stronger than this tour's demands.
My offer to trade caravans still stands.
Wait, what did he say?
Nothing. We're
Oh, okay.
tied, we can't move around. I guess we're stuck together, cause we're friendship bound. Sure is great traveling with you, buddy. You too, buddy.
This is so cheesy, but I love it. Whoa.
We're off on the road to friendship. Yes, we are. We've each got the other to
I'm-
blame.
I don't know if I'm getting confused with another place.
Exhausting if you make a fuss.
But we get on so well that there's no way that could be us.
Congratulations, now you're not going anywhere.
On the road to friendship. And there's nowhere that we'd rather be. Is that off key?
In summer, winter, spring, and fall, we're friends throughout the year.
For untold seasons yet to come, our friendship will be here.
For 9 at least.
We're so tight we can't move around. Like a race where you tie your hooves together and have to move in perfect synchronization to win. We're friendship bound.
All right.
Or like a buddy movie where the two protagonists can't get away from each other because they're wearing cuff cuffs.
We're friendship bound.
All right. One good reference to you just in general of a natural
The marketplace.
sport,
Perfect.
three-legged races,
I've learned the
and a
hard
good movie.
that life
Depending
on
on
the
which
road
movie you're
requires
talking about.
very specific supplies, and we only have so many bits, so we'll have to spend them wisely.
What? It's food.
Sorry about wasting bits on street food.
Oh, Oh, it's fine. Falafel bonding, right? Besides, we still have enough for hay cakes and juice.
Alright.
Why don't we go there?
Oh, no. I always buy my hay cakes here.
So we're just going to wait in line for hours, which is totally cool. Waiting in line bonding, right?
Hey, I'm with the Starlight on this one. I hate waiting.
After our falafel purchase, we weren't able to get everything on my list, but we are definitely set for breakfast.
And I'm sure we'll find out that waiting in that super long line was worth it.
A few hiccups always happen. We'll be back on the road to friendship after a good night's sleep. Roll full.
Of course you are. Because why would you
Sure
not
we'll
be?
find something.
Nope. Sorry.
Alright.
Full.
How many people live here?
Ah, the Glow Pass Festival. Some nebula is no doubt filled to the brim. Luckily, travelers such as ourselves have our caravans.
Okay, now you're just starting to turn into a
You
dick.
said there'd be
Even if it's
plenty of places to
unintentionally.
stay. Don't even worry about it, you said. You might have thought to make a reservation.
I've been with you singing and standing in line. When would I have done that?
And whose fault is that for the singing portion?
No, but I'm starting to think you aren't as great and powerful an assistant as I thought.
Man, this went downhill
So you
fast.
just brought me along to do your legwork?
No, of course not. I'm sorry. I'm just frustrated. I was really looking forward to a relaxing night in a nice room.
It escalated very quickly,
But
and then
since there's
went back to
literally no room at the
square
inn,
one very
I guess
quickly.
it's
Just
time
like
to
real
go to
friendship.
wagon.
And I'm not joking. That's actually how it really
Sleeping in
happens.
tight quarters bonding. Yay.
Is there something I can do to make things more comfortable for you?
I don't know. Do you have like a shrinking
I'll
spell?
get rid of this junk.
Yes. Well, before we throw away the magical items it's taken me years to collect, we could try switching hammocks.
Fine.
It seemed to work out a little bit better. Wow, Starlight's a snorer.
Starlight, I think there's a wild animal outside.
I did not know that.
Starlight!
What?
I'm sorry.
I still to this day I still don't understand snoring in my time.
Yeah, I do
I'm pretty sure
that.
someone explained
I and
it to
my
me,
coach
but
convinced we were being attacked by bears every night.
happy you bring that up.
But we probably need a better solution here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right, that's worse.
great and powerful.
Seriously?
Prepare to be amazed.
So which would you rather have? Someone talking in their sleep or someone snoring? I prefer the talking because sometimes it's more random. Snoring is very consistent for me.
Is that the last of the hay cakes?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Oh man,
Fine.
it's fine.
I don't suppose there's, more juice.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to resupply.
This is why these two are perfect for each other.
Glorious morning.
All right,
I
man.
can't tell you how much I am looking forward to the first show of your tour.
Is he gonna be following us for the whole time?
Yeah, I'm like
I
he's.
do not know.
Yeah, he's just been in the exact areas that you think he
Been
shouldn't be
in
in.
there a long time. Do you suppose the terrifying trunk escape is too much for a pony who drinks all the juice and talks nonstop in her sleep? What if the great and powerful Trixie can't...
Sleep? Because her roommate snores like an Ursa Major?
But if you're there, who's in here?
There's not much room in here.
At least you don't have to sleep in it with another pony!
Okay, I'll tell you the truth.
This
How do you
show
get
is
them?
Much better in Ponyville.
Oh, would you like the last carrot? I know how fond you are of eating the last of things.
Oh no, it might make me thirsty, and we don't have anything to drink, so...
Okay, this is more of just a lack of
The good
actual
news is,
planning
I'm
for a
so
trip.
exhausted I could sleep through a stampede of wild boars, which you'll be delighted to know is only slightly louder than your snoring.
Well,
Okay, then.
I'm looking
That's
forward
a
to
compliment.
rehearsing the act with you all night. So diligent of you to go over it and over it in your sleep.
Practice makes perfect.
Not today, it didn't.
Well,
not even
I'm
worth it.
sorry you're so miserable.
Really? Because if you wanted to make things more comfortable, you could always pare down a bit.
Well, since you're so concerned about space, you can have it all. I'll sleep under the stars, where at least the wild animals will be quieter than you.
I do not mean to interrupt, but it seems there is trouble on the road to friendship.
Really? Oh, thanks for the title.
You
But
think?
come on, man. Oh, okay, that's just a waste of food.
Where's my wagon?
I traded it to that pony from Saddle Arabia for his. He even threw in a pair of robes.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
You what?
We already
I
know
traded
that how
the
much that
old,
place
worn-out
means to
wagon
Trixie.
that was too small for us for this nice, new, spacious one that we can both enjoy.
Who said you could do that?
No, pony, I just did it.
Because it's not mine, but you know.
Now we both have plenty of room, and you didn't even have to give anything away.
Except the place that she.
Au
Oh
contraire,
my god.
I did give something away. I gave away my wagon and my best friend.
Oh! Wow, that actually hurt.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were better friends with that beat-up old wagon than you are with me.
Well, it's easy when the wagon is a better friend. It would have never traded you away.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, it is ridiculous.
I see what she was going for.
This whole tour is ridiculous. I don't even know why I invited you in the first place.
Oh, well, maybe I should just head home.
I think that's a very good idea. And you can take this horrible giant caravan with you.
Fine.
Good.
Hmm. This is a very complicated friendship that we have here. Is it because he keeps pulling when you need to push?
But where is your assistant?
Or is it weird?
I had hoped providing you with a more comfortable means of conveyance would allow you to once more dazzle the crowds with mystifying feats of magic.
Normally, that sort of flattery would suffice. But today, we must discuss your dishonest and unfair procurement of my wagon.
I desired your wagon and provided one of equal or better value in return.
It is
Seems
in better
like a
va-
perfectly honest
yeah.
and fair trade to me.
It is a fair trade, but it's just
Unfortunately, it is more
you
nuanced
traded it
than
with the
that.
wrong person.
I'm sure it is, but I am eager to set out, if you'll excuse me.
Oh my god!
I am willing to wait as long as you are.
You know, I kind of like this guy's
We'll
character.
just see about that.
That's the longest sip in existence. Christ, man! Breathe!
You know, even if I was willing to reverse the trade, you don't have my caravan to offer in return.
Details!
Well, there you go. Now you have the, now you have the reason why a smaller thing is much better than a big thing. Since they're going to places like this.
You all seemed a lot less threatening when there were two of us. This place is awful. How did I not see it before?
You were singing. You have the power of singing armor. It's very powerful.
Hey, it's one of those traveling ponies.
Your song really inspired us. We decided we need to head off on the road to friendship, too.
It sure beats the road to deliveries.
Yeah, sometimes traveling together is hard.
You reminded us you can also make it fun. Thanks again.
Well, there you go. Even when you're singing randomly, you can inspire people who randomly hear your song.
Thank you, no.
You have to admire Trixie's dedication. She's amazing.
Taking a stand by lying down. Not that you care, wagon trader aware.
I'm afraid I'm still not interested, despite your assistant's convenient appearance.
Trixie, I came back to apologize. I should never have traded away the wagon. It wasn't mine to trade. It belongs to my friend.
Yeah.
If you truly were friends, I suppose I'd be honor bound to reverse the trade.
Okay, fine. We're friends. Best friends who share a deep bond but weren't prepared for the emotional challenges of traveling.
There you go.
I'm still unconvinced. Perhaps you could
That's
prove
as
your friendship.
that's as real as you're gonna get, buddy.
So we could do our friendship chant.
Alright.
Alright.
Our world famous chant of friendship that we do all the time because we're such great friends.
Yeah, not stealing it from any two princess ponies.
Magic puff of smoke. One way door hooves and a little
That was the worst friendship chant I have ever heard. And you
Honesty.
were clearly making it up as you went.
Yes.
Only true friends would be willing to act so ridiculous for one another.
Tell me about it.
We'll get back the wagon.
Ah.
Though I'd suggest heading back to Ponyville. I'm not sure Saddle Arabia is ready for this.
That's fair. I'm sorry your Saddle Arabian tour was ruined.
This is a trip.
Honestly,
A real
I
trip.
think I could have stood one more second on the road. At a certain point, I don't even like traveling with myself.
It is a lot harder than I thought. Still, I'm glad we tried. Mostly so we know not to do it again.
Yes.
I think it's made our
Failure is
friendship
greatest
greater and
teacher or
more
whatever.
powerful than ever.
You know, there's actually plenty of room in here for one pony nap. Is the show over?
Apparently. All right, let's just say this was a big improvement from the previous episode. I love this episode from the bottom of my heart. I do, because I like it when this show gets real, and this was real. Because I don't know if you've ever been on a road trip with anyone, family or otherwise, but you should know that going on the road changes you. Because when you're at home with your family or whatever, or you're with your friends and you're in this very specific setting, either his house, your house, whatever, you have all the resources you need. You have video games, you have your entertainment value, you have all the space you need from depending on where you are. You have the bottom line is you're comfortable, and that being comfortable lets you be in a more stable mood whenever something bad does happen to show up. But when you're on the road, your resources are very finite. It's very limited. You cannot bring your house with you when you're on the road. If you can, if you like have like a moving trailer, you know, stuff like that. But you know what I mean. And you're on the road, just in a car or whatever. Your other side of, man, I'm so bored, anything can set me off, kind of rears its ugly head a lot easier. And this happened a lot when me and my parents went on the road. I remember our trips to and fro back from when we were living in New Orleans and going to Texas. And multiple times we were at those 4 to 5 hour trips. Me and my sisters always fought, like inside in the back when traffic backed up. There were many moments where just my parents in general just went off the hinges on each other, and it has nothing to do with how the relationship was like deteriorating or anything like that. It's not like my mom like jumped off a tree and chopped it down and proved herself to be a better man than my dad or anything like that. No, it's just that the road can do that to you. It does. You don't have much space. You have to go to sleep. Especially when me and my parents went over to New York. The whole 25-hour-long trip from Texas to New York by car, no plane, no train, just pure fuel from that segment to there. It took 24 to 25 hours, and we had to go to sleep in the car, and we were just frustrated. We did not like doing that, especially since we only spent 12 hours We spent 12 hours in New York, meaning that we spent more time on the road than the place that we had to get to. So, yes, it sucks. And I like how this episode conveyed that. You can be the bestest of friends. You can work off each other very well. You can have your differences on certain occasions, like the other episode where it showed Trixie's over, like, bociousness that she has can kind of get to Starlight a certain degree to the point where she leaks out corrupt energy or something like that. Yeah, an episode like that, and you see how it's better afterwards. But go on the trip, you're basically putting yourself in that same scenario, especially when you have such limited resources and a very cramped space where you can barely get any sleep anyways. And then you have your own particular quirks, like snoring or talking in your sleep. And as much as I would like to say, hey, who do you think had a worse outcome when it comes to, like, testing friendship? Rarity and Rainbow Dash or Trixie and Starlight? I'm going to answer my own question and say I think Trixie and Starlight had a worse encounter of testing how good their friendship is, mostly because it had a more grounded sense of this is a test of friendship. The other one was just like, how are you two friends, when you have to realize the great stuff about you. While this one's like, let's put your friendship to the test on this very arduous emotional journey that not many people are really accustomed to actually doing. And it went off really well. The awkward moments, just the moments in general, done brilliantly, and I'm proud to say, I'm happy to say that I loved every moment of these two interacting. I don't care what they're doing, whether they're yelling at each other, arguing, being happy, enjoying each other's company. Everything about these two interacting is what I love, and I'm happy for this episode. The Sal Arabian pony, I liked his inclusion to this and how he was just a straight man in the entire ordeal. It's like, I have a wagon, I'm willing to trade it for something, but we already know how much that wagon means to Trixie without actually having Trixie say it in any previous showcasings of Trixie and her character. We can already tell through how she pretty much sleeps in that place, uses it, has all her stuff inside of it, that how we can already deduce she loves that place. Even if she doesn't have to actually say it. And to have Starlight, who traded it, and it's not hers. So yeah, Starlight is in the wrong on that. She may have wanted the bigger, better place, but just put it in your own scenario. You have a game system. You have a PS4, and someone has an Xbox One. You like the Xbox One more than you like the PS4, but you know your friend whose PS4 it is for, PS4. You got a friend's PS4, you trade the PS4 for an Xbox One. You're like, hey, they have this, like, same specs, or this one's more powerful than this one, so why would you not like it? Just like, but I like the exclusives on the PS4 and I don't play the Xbox. It's like that sort of thing. You would be pissed off too, I'm pretty sure. And that wagon, material otherwise, meant a lot to Trixie. So I really felt for Trixie and how she is willing to sit there with no food, no water, declining any offer of said things from Sally Arabian Pony, and just lay there. That's another reason why I like Trixie. She is dedicated, and I love it. Yeah, and on a side note, I guess I need someone to explain this to me again. How does snoring work? Because I know people who can wake up as soon as you get out of bed. Like, as soon as you get out of bed, he's on the other side of the room. You get out of bed, he wakes up because you just made a creaking sound. But yet, snoring is this loud thing, and you're producing the sound, and so it's right up to your ear, and yet you don't hear it. My dad said it's because since he grew up snoring, I guess that his sleep just kind of blocks it out, but every other noise still gets to him because reasons. But since you pretty much grow up with snoring, you just tune it out of your mind. You're just so used to that constant sound that it just doesn't get to you anymore, which makes sense to a degree, but I like to hear if anyone else snored and how they get by it, because it does still weird me out to this day. So in the end, I like this episode. Really enjoyed it. I find this to be one of the better episodes, considering it has two of my favorite characters, and it showcased real friendship. Real friendship, how a lot of things can go from 0 to 100 and go right back down to 0 in many confrontations, especially on a road trip. And there was moments where just life wasn't helping them out anyway. If they pretty much got a good hotel maybe some things would have been avoided, but yeah, no, you also have to plan out trips as well. So anyway, this is the UMB Universe. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I hope the next episode is going to be just as good. And I also just like the little moment of seeing Trixie levitate herself. Someone told me that there were other instances where, like Twilight or something, or someone did it, but other unicorns don't seem to do it. Obviously, it could mean, you know, instead of levitating yourself to get a book off the shelf, you can easily just levitate the book off the shelf and bring it to you. But it's just more of along the lines of, hey, you have Pegasi friends. It depends on how strong. That's just it. I don't know how much energy it takes to lift yourself off the ground. That's like the main question. If it doesn't take that much energy, you can expend it. And Starlight, even Trixie at that one moment looked like it was very casual for them. So, whatever. Anyway, this is UMB Universe. I'll see you next time. Bye.